Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the Mega Beedrill Showdown Live. Well, not really, but I'm going to be showing off Mega Beedrill today. This team was given to me by Kratzer. Big shout out to him. If you guys didn't know, Mega Beedrill and Mega Mawile were released on Tuesday. At least on Showdown, I think also on Wi-Fi late Monday night, if I'm not mistaken. So, I wanted to do a live with them. I've been testing this team a little bit here and there. Volcarona is amazing. By the way, defensive Volcarona is just amazing in this metagame. Volcarona in general is amazing in this metagame. But I'm going to talk a little bit about Beedrill before we get into the live. Beedrill really does appreciate the buff that Mega's got to get the auto speed boost. So it appreciates getting automatic 427 speed, which means it does not have to run Protect anymore. It can run 4 attacks. It can run Swords Dance. It can run Fell Stinger, which also got a boost this generation, 50 base power and plus 3 attack if you get a kill with it. Plus having adaptability is great. However, I think in a metagame with Pheromosa, having higher speed, stab, as well as Ice Beam to nab bulky ground types, I think Pheromosa does outclass it. Obviously, with adaptability, Poison Jab, Beedrill has that Poison Stab versus Tapus, which is amazing. That's something that Pheromosa does not have. While it does have Poison Jab, it obviously doesn't have Stab. I still feel like it's a little bit outclassed by Pheromosa, but it's still a threat nonetheless. Before we get into the team, just want to say if you guys want to pick up my Beast Boost t-shirt or hoodie, mug, sticker, they are available for 21 more days. Link is down below in the description. Let's look at the team. So we got Mega Beedrill, 4 attacks. A lot of people sending teams on my Smogon wall, which is great. That's a lot of time. That's where I get the teams from. My Smogon name is AIM, by the way, if you ever want to leave something on my wall. But that's a lot of places where I get teams, or that's the place where I get a lot of teams from, rather. But we have 4 attacks. We got Ash Greninja. We're not running U-Turn, though, this time. We're running Ice Beam, helps better versus Zygarde. Defensive Tapu Fini. Defensive Landers, Scarf Coco. He had HP. He had Dazzling Gleam instead of U-Turn, but I like U-Turn a lot better in a metagame where we got ground types, especially Dugtrio running around. And then defensive Volcarona, which is amazing. I've been playing around with this spread. I've been running more defense. I've been running less speed, because I don't know if I really need this much speed. But I've been playing around. I like max defense a lot. This was like an old Jambat spread though, but I like max defense a lot. I just take nothing from Pheromosa and Pokemon like that, but as well as Mawile, and it really helps check them. But I'm gonna try this new spread, and looks like we got a game. Volcarona is really good in this matchup. Hey, Volcarona is very good in this matchup. You too. Fini is annoying. I'm gonna lead off the top of Coco because I have Choice Scarf. I can outspeed everything. Is this Choice Scarf Dugtrio? I'll be very sad if this is Choice Scarf Dugtrio. I'm getting off a U-turn if it is. Oh my god, it is Choice Scarf Dugtrio. Great. And that's why you should run Timid Choice Scarf Tapu Koko. However, where are your switch-ins, my friend? Where are your switch-ins? That sucks for me. Coco was great in this matchup, being able to U-turn around. But that's why you should run Timid Coco if you're going to run Scarf. I can just click Hydro Pump right here. Specs Hydro Pump, no switch-ins. Lele? It's not a counter. Well, it is if you if you dodge it. I'm gonna have to go for game with Volcarona. We're just gonna stay in because if he clicks Moonblast and outspeeds me, then I'm okay. Whereas now I can go out to Volcarona and actually double, expecting Dugtrio to want to come out because Dugtrio actually revenge kills me right now. So it's annoying the fact that I missed that Hydro Pump. We'll get up our rocks here. Pheromosa comes out. I'm assuming you're going to Rapid Spin. Fini's still the best mid-ground play. That's so annoying, man. Losing half my Pokemon for no reason. Quiver Dance. Ooh. That's a good set. You're going to Breaknet Blitz. This Moonblast still going to do 10 million. So all out pummeling. Breaknet Blitz. I need this mine. Beedrill actually doesn't do anything in this game, so I'm going to sack it right now to the Z move. Yep, all out pummeling. Beedrill actually ate that. That's beautiful. Fini would have ate that too, but he can knock me out now. Get his Beast Boost. Seems it was modest. I really think Volcarona can beat this 1v1. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it right now, because I need... Because regardless of that, I do need 2 to beat him. I do need two Quiver Dances to beat him. So it's going to come down to, do I get the Quiver on the right play? He does get me right there. However, now 2 Quiver Dances mean I do outspeed the Dugtrio. So I'm not as worried as I could be. I'm definitely not as worried. And we'll Roost here as he misses Focus Blast, unfortunately, which does give me a 3rd Quiver Dance, which means I could take on Greninja better as well. That does so much damage, good lord. Go ahead and give me these boosts. I'm going to Roost up. Basically, I'm trying to get out of range of Water Shuriken. Though that might be hard, so I want one more boost. So I can, basically, I'm not trying to get greedy, but I'm trying to get enough Spadef that I can outspeed Greninja. So we're going to Quiver Dance up again. I'm pretty positive that Pheromosa is still faster than I am. Volcarona is so good, man. Holy crap. Why is it so good? Why are you hitting all these Focus Blasts too? Alright, so even at +6, I'm still positive that that Pheromosa outspeeds me. But now I have +3 special defense, so nothing on his team will beat me down. All I gotta do is click Giga Drain here and I win. Looks like that was a turn he quivered, so now I win the game with Volcarona. Yeah, I straight up win now. There is nothing my opponent could do. Yeah, good game, bro. Thank you, friend. Yeah, Volcarona is nasty. Defensive Volcarona is ridiculous in this metagame. The fact that it can Quiver Dance and all of that. Unfortunately, Beedrill didn't get to do anything in this game. Unfortunate. But we got a Volcarona sweep in the beginning. I mean, that's what I was going for. Volcarona destroyed my opponent's team. All I needed was 2 Quiver Dances. We got another game. Nihilego is a huge threat. I had that Mon gone. Pinscher's ridiculous too. Wow, I got all these threats. I'll lead off of Koko because being Scarf, it outspeeds every Mon on my opponent's team. Nihilego's still a ridiculously scary lead. I could lead Greninja. I think I'm gonna lead Greninja actually. Why? Because instead of Volt switching around, I could actually just Hydro Pump the Nihilego. Because I can't beat it. Beedrill in this game, this is a game where, like, what I'm talking about. Like, Beedrill's a good Pokemon, but I would much rather have a Pheromosa, which can threaten everything with Ice Beam, High Jump Kick. Like, no switches to Ice Beam, High Jump Kick, Poison Jab. Whereas, obviously, Poison Jab, my opponent has Magearna, Nihilego, which isn't going to eat too well, even if it does 4 times resist, but still. Yeah, we're going to lead Greninja, though. Mon's a goat. Hit up with a nice and clean Ice Beam. I'm not going to mess around. I don't care if you have Magearna in the back. I don't care if you're Scarf either. You gotta lock yourself into Outrage to knock me out. I guess you could be Sash. But either way, I would rather try and get my Battle Bond right away. Isn't it funny though, how you have to go Feeny on this Mon or Magearna, but you don't know, like, I could be Battle Bond with Gunk Shot right now. We're gonna go Beedrill. Beedrill eats up any hit and can U-turn out of there. I guess Garchomp could be defensive, so I'm going to take a ton of damage right now, but I'm going to go for U-turn because I don't expect my opponent to stay in with Tapu Fini, whereas I could Poison Jab. And getting off damage on Garchomp, or even, I would love Nihilego. Go out to Nihilego right here. I would love that damage. But getting damage on both of these Mons is so good for, oh, that's defensive. That is defensive as hell. That's so good for Volcarona. Huh. Chomp. Tapu Koko gives less options for my opponent to switch into. Tapu Koko is also very good in this game because it revenge kills Pinscher and can revenge Hoopa with U-turn, depending on some damage. I think I just want to go out into my Tapu Fini and throw off a Nature's Madness. If you want to stay on with Garchomp, that's fine. You have nothing that can Oko me after. And Nature's Madness does half to Magearna and obviously Nihilego, which is what I'm going for with the Volcarona or even Tapu Koko cleaning up at the end. So if you want to go for rocks, that's fine. You'll eventually have to defog them away yourself anyway. And I only need Volcarona, though it's great because it can Quiver Dance up on everything. I only really need it for Magearna. I'm throwing off another Nature's Madness. I'm okay with trading this damage. This is his main switch into my Greninja. As it is fine. This is okay. We'll throw off a nice Moonblast. I could just throw off another Nature's Madness, I think. I don't want you switching around. I doubt you'd switch around, but getting this damage off on... It's a free 50%. It's a great attack. If it had 100% accuracy, I would even call it broken. Nah, not broken, but great. So there you go. Nice damage. I should be in range of Moonblast, I believe. I can understand what my opponent's doing, though. They're trying to get rid of me. That way Hoopa's more of a threat, which makes perfect sense. But now I can just defog. You're not you're not getting at these rocks. Little slide dog, you. You're not getting up these rocks. And I can go right out to Greninja. Hello. I think just click Specs Hydro Pump. Greninja. Garchomp. I'm assuming this is max HP. 62 to 73. I like it because it hits Magirna too. Give me that damage! Oh my god! Do I risk this? Is the question. Yes. We are men. I have the attack for a reason. Go ahead. Give me my Battle Bond. I am waiting for your switch-ins. Greninja is here. Greninja is now. We are in. Where are they? I don't see them. I can't. Maybe I'm blind. Show me. Nihilego comes out. Scarf Thunderbolt does not knock me out. It has to be actually Scarf Thunder. It actually has to be Scarf Thunder. As you can see there, it's on the... Thunderbolt does 89 to 105%. We're going to go out to Landorus and just keep up momentum. Yep, you had to go for Scarf Thunderbolt if you want to knock me out. And we go for U-turn because, again, keep up that momentum, keep Garchomp low, keep Garchomp guessing, and never allow rocks. So we go Greninja. And we click Ice Beam here because we don't risk switch. Do I have to? I think Dark Pulse would have killed. But at least we prevented rocks. Which I am grateful for. Pinsir will go down. Hoopa comes out. What will you do, my friend? I'm going to go out to Landorus and get some damage. Ooh, go ahead and take some chip. Just kidding. Rocks are up though now. I mean, they're going up. Because then I could just Thunderbolt everything twice. What? Okay, never mind. Never mind, I'm sorry. I was ill-informed. I thought it said on the calendar rocks were going up, and they were not. They were definitely not. But I can knock out Hoopa. That's so annoying. And we'll just go Greninja. Because Greninja can Water Shuriken Nihilego and put it in range of Thunderbolt. And I Thunderbolt Pinsir as well and win the game. And if it gets a speed boost, which would be so odd. Do I just Dark Pulse this? Hello. Pinsir. Oh, you Swords Dance. I'll just go out to Beedrill. Keep my Water Shuriken Mon alive. Yeah, because he had to knock me out there. And now we go out to Coco. Click Thunderbolt twice. Win the game. If Nihilego wants to come out, it's going to take a ton of damage. To the point where I could just click Water Shuriken after. And I'll actually sack Volcarona if Nihilego comes out. And then click Water Shuriken. I also could have clicked Ice Beam there. It would have been safe, but I don't think it matters. That was a crit too. So that Mon is going to go down. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You just click Thunderbolt here, and then that knocks him out with the Water Shuriken. Doesn't even knock me out with the Power Gem. So Water Shuriken will be able to finish off Nihilego, and that is going to be a good game. A GG. So I guess Beedrill kept up momentum, but in this game it didn't really shine too much. Whereas Greninja, I did mention how Greninja and Tapu Koko were so good in this game. But I'm hoping we get a matchup where Beedrill just puts it in work. A matchup that doesn't have Landorus, or Ground type. On Forts. I like my opponent's team though, it looks really fun. Oh, if you guys didn't notice, our team is ridiculously weak to Tapu Lele. But his team is ridiculously weak to Volcarona. Like, he actually just loses to it once I get off damage on Landorus. I want to lead off with Feeny, because unless my opponent leads Beedrill, I get off the Misty Terrain versus Lele. But Well, Landorus now. All I have to do is get off one hit on his Landorus, then I Quiver Dance up with my defensive Volcarona, and I win this game. So, just one hit on Landorus, about 40%, I would say, for +1 defensive Fire Dance to knock it out. I'm highly doubtful that this is a setup Landorus, too. It has to be Stealth Rock. Well, it doesn't have to be Stealth Rock. But I'd appreciate it being Stealth Rock. Or I could see it being Stealth Rock, rather. And I'm going Landorus because if my opponent doesn't go for the... Are you really poking? Why are you going to ask me to leave? Yes. That man's internet just dropped. I'm so tempted just to stay in too and just click Nature's Madness. Because getting off 50% on Magnezone or even Muck. Like, Muck is going to be annoying because it can Poison Jab me. And get the poison, obviously. But at the same time, I can get the Burn Body, the Flame Body on him with my Volcarona and be okay. The great thing is, too, his Beedrill switch-ins are so limited because all he has is Landorus. Obviously, I have the same thing, but... Nice. Take some extra damage. And we're going to get our rocks here. There you go. 2 turns of damage on Beedrill for nothing. So Water Shuriken knocks it out after I battle bonded. And, HP Ice is by far the best play. Even if I get hit with my own HP, or an HP Ice of his own. He won't knock me out. And I'll do the damage I need to him. So that way I can knock him out with +1. That's a great turn there. We'll actually go out to Tapu Fini here if he wants to go for HP Ice. I'm not going to sack my Landorus. There we go. He was faster than me, which means he's more likely he's faster than this, so I can just throw off a Nature's Madness. Yep, get off 50% on whatever wants to come in. Let it be Muck, let it be Zone. I'm okay with both. There we go. I am 100% okay with both. Though I don't have a good switching. Flash Cannon's coming out. Definitely. We're gonna go Landorus anyway. I don't think I need good switchings to Beedrill now that I have priority and Speedy Mons to beat it. So good play on my opponent's part there. However, I'm looking for your Greninja switch-ins. Actually, I regret this play because if this is Assault Vest, he knocks me out. And I don't call him. Whatever. I do regret that play though. But I want Fini to come out too. Because I'm okay with you defogging away rocks from me. I don't need Landorus in this game, is what I'm trying to say. I hope that makes sense. I don't need Landorus in this game to win the game. The Magnezone being weakened is great for Tapu Koko, which also just Volt Switches around versus his team. So Magnezone and Landorus both being gone help. And again, Greninja's one of those mons like you don't know, do you go Tapu Fini? I mean, Instinct says go Tapu Fini. And Instinct was right. But we'll go out to Beedrill now. On any attack my opponent wants to go for. Nice Nature's Madness. Okay. And I think it's time we Mega Evolve and click the knockoff. Because if Landorus wants to come out, I want to get rid of that monster. And if Fini wants to stay in, I want to get rid of its item as well. So again, I feel like it's just a no drawback play. Or even let's say Muck comes in predicting a Poison Jab. I'll take a ton from the helmet. But I'm still thinking that with Beedrill's high attack, I'm hoping this 2 KOs him. Oh god, that did not do as much as I wanted. I think Poison Jab would have finished the job off, but I'm a wuss. I'm definitely a wuss. But as I did say before, I do beat him 1v1 with Volcarona. As long as I keep Greninja plus Volcarona around, you can't spam Psychic. Maybe I should click Defog now, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna click Defog. I don't have a rocker left. My rocker is gone. So we're gonna get rid of these rocks. Get rid of them right now. And allow my my Volcarona to come in later and just win. So Beedrill is still very threatening, but Volcarona also just wins. And you're never ever gonna get up these rocks versus me. Ever. Ever. And I can go out to Beedrill after and just click knockoff. Nothing on your team appreciates it. And if you want to stay in and do this, you're just giving me leftovers. Nice, gone. Alright, so right into Beedrill we go, and we click the jab. Jab knocks him out. Jab hits. Muck. Knockoff is also a decent play, I suppose. Maybe knockoff is better. I'll go for knockoff. Alright, so Landorus is gone. His ground type is gone, which means I can Volt Switch around, which is what I was going for. Lele's going to come out. Psychic or Moonblast? You have to go. You can't. No way you go for Moonblast. Ah, you went for Moonblast. But you know what that means? I think I just win, so I'll take it. I'll take it. I think I just win, so we're going for game now. All I gotta do is burn Muck, too. So we Quiver Dance up twice, allowing us to outspeed Beedrill, allowing us to beat Magnezone. Muck is probably gonna burn itself by touching me eventually. So we get 2. Misses Gunk Shot, unfortunate. Fiery Dance is here. Where's my special attack? This is so much damage, good lord. I'm underestimating Muck, man. You have 5 more. That man has 5 more. There you go. Go ahead and touch me. Where's the burn at? Nah, unfortunately, this is the way I'm gonna have to beat him 1v1, and eventually he will poison me. I'm surprised he's doing Gunk Shot on a set that's not in Ubers, though. I got the poison now. Yep, there it is. I figured. I felt it. I felt it in my bones. And these rolls are ridiculous. I have gone down. Man, I definitely should have. I didn't account for Gunk Shot Muck. I thought it'd be knockoff, Poison Jab, Pursuit, Shadow Sneak, or even Flamethrower. This is still. Is it winnable? No. No, it is not. That did nothing. Alright, so I didn't account for Gunk Shot Muck, which definitely threw me off. But yeah, we lost this one. Good game, dude. Probably should have accounted for Gunk Shot Muck. You know what would have won? Quiver Dance Pheromosa. Alright, I'm gonna forfeit here because I don't feel like waiting for him to click Gunk Shot. So we're gonna look for another one. Beedrill, how do you do in this? Cause I look at the teams, right, and I try to see how well Beedrill can do. But you know what I'm saying when I feel like it's outclassed by Pheromosa. You too. I would love to use. Maybe I should do Beedrill on a UU live. Huh. I still love Beedrill as a lead. It's so fun as a lead. This doesn't have to be his rocker. That doesn't have to be your rocker. So best pivot is Landorus into Feeny. And the reason Landorus into Feeny is good is because I scout for HP Ice and it obviously gets me in versus Greninja. This could be Protean though. This monster. It was Protean. Unfort. I'm sorry, buddy. I can't do anything about that. I also don't have a good switching. There's Nature's Madness here. I can see a spike coming or double. Yep. So 50% on Greninja. And then we're gonna defog. This hurts. This hurts so much. I could see my opponent pretty much expecting me to forfeit. I hate having Beedrill take a hit. Well, I guess that was then it doesn't have to take a hit. Cool. And now we just U-turn. Knock out Greninja. And we go right to my Greninja of my own. So that Gunk Shot miss obviously sucked. But U-turn was still by far my best play. And I was able to knock out Greninja. But that's just to say, like, how do you play around that Mon? Why is that Mon taking no damage? Why is that my way of beating it? We're going to go Volcarona. Because if he knocks me off, he can't touch me. Earthquake is smart. Very good play. Just Fiery Dance here. Get off some damage on Garchomp. Get off some damage on Landorus. And a special attack raise. Nice. Man. Landorus is so obvious, but I'm going Landorus anyway. What do you have? HP Ice? Why'd you go out to Gengar? You have to have HP Ice. I'm doubling. Look at all these doubles, man. But at least I'm in a position where there's no Ice Beam switching. Like, it's max Spadef Tangrowth, but that still did 50% and I don't want to freeze. I didn't want to freeze. We're going to double out to Beedrill here because I'm not going to risk not getting the roll. Also deals with Metagross as a switching, and I get off some U-turn damage. Oh my god, why'd you let me hit you that hard? Overwrites our Landers, and I'm tired of his own Landers coming in like it's a counter. So I'm gonna click HP Ice now. I'm really tired of this Mon coming in like it's a counter. I defog later, so let's click HP Ice again. Get this Mon out of here. All right, so Landers is gone. Gross comes out. Threat. Volcarona is still good because it does technically win, but I still rather throw it in on 2 potential hits. Nice Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch for an Earthquake too. We're done to Landers. I click Earthquake. Yeah. I do live in Ice Punch. I just sack the, I guess Garchomp makes sense, but now you sack your Scarf Garchomp, and I just click Dark Pulse with Greninja. That freeze was so bad on Tangrowth, man. Straight up. Couldn't have asked for, my opponent could not have asked for a worse turn. I don't think Bullet Punch, you would have that, but I'm gonna go out to Coco just to get off chip damage with Thunderbolt. Alright, excuse me, with Volt Switch. Tangrowth comes out. And we will now get rid of these rocks. While also giving my opponent the chance to thaw, but then Beedrill comes out, and where's your switch-ins? So while we did give my opponent the chance to thaw, I now have a Beedrill that can just run around, and we can click Nature's Madness here. Sludge Wave should be able to knock me out if you go for that. I don't know about Shadow Ball. Sludge Bomb. Interesting. Well, Beedrill's in. Beedrill's gonna play Knock Off, and something's gonna drop. Metagrossa should take Knock Off into Druin? Question mark? I don't know. That's a great question. But look at all this damage, and I only have Landorus for this Pokemon, so I really don't even care if you Ice Punch or Meteor Mash. And Rock's his best play because he dies if he switches into Gengar. Were you gonna kill me with HP Ice? Spec Shadow Ball? I'm actually not sure, but Beedrill still lives any hit. And Metagross dies, so yeah. Beedrill ended up doing something. It was Specs, yeah. It had to be Specs. Tangrowth comes out. I think Poison Jab just Okos. Oh, Growth Led. I thought it though. That really sucked. How I froze a Tangrowth and pretty much put it out of commission the entire time. But at least I got a Beedrill game. Yeah, that really sucked. Also, dodging Gunk Shots was huge for Beedrill. It was ridiculous. I would have put Scarf Gengar on that team. Can I win this game versus a Chansey matchup? I don't think I can. We're still leading Beedrill all the time, though. I don't know if I can I can win the Chansey matchup. With Protein Greninja, yes. With Low Kick, HP Fire, crap, I could definitely win that matchup. But this one, I'm not sure. The good thing is, Amoonguss isn't too much of a threat because I have 2 ways of neutralizing sleep. I have Coco and I have Feeny. I don't think I can beat Chansey though. I don't think I can beat Chansey. Chansey the Scarm. I don't actually want to play this game. I don't really think I can win this game. I don't think I have enough. I'm so serious. Like, I'm trying to think of maybe if it was non-toxic Chansey. No, you still have Heat Ran. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'll probably. U-turn out. Whenever Chansey comes in, Skarmory, knock off its Rocky Helmet or whatever. Mawile in the back to always threaten me. Now, this game's over from the beginning. I can't win this. And Zygarde in the back just destroys me as well. Need Greninja. Then we'll go at the top of Coco. I can't. And it's not even like I'm not confident in my ability as a player. It's more so if my opponent actually plays this game well and just switches to the appropriate answer, he wins. I went Coco because of the electric terrain. That's over. I really don't think I can beat this. I'm gonna forfeit this. Sorry guys, I can't beat that team. Not with this team. If I was SD Beedrill, yes. SD Beedrill probably. Because I knock out Skarmory, I force it to be low because the entire team. But I don't think I can beat that guy. So we just U-turn out of that battle. Alright, so this is not the worst matchup. We're gonna lead Kogo, Choice Scarf, outspeeding everything. Outspeeding Lele. Which isn't necessarily the best thing, but what's up? Yeah. Some Chansey, I can't beat Chansey, Among Us Skarmcore. Because even my Feeny, if with Nature's Madness, I had no offensive pressure outside of. I had nothing that could threaten Skarm plus Among Us. Besides Volcarona, right? But then I just lose to Toxic Chansey. And Chansey should always run Toxic this generation. Anyway, we're gonna lead Kogo. I just want Volt Switch damage, man. I don't care if you go Lando. I like Beedrill this gen. It's okay. Outclassed by Pheromosa. Moonblaster, Psychic, I don't know. Tapu Fini's still the best play. It has to be Scarf Psychic. Throw off a Nature's Madness here. It doesn't have to be Scarf Psychic. It could be Stallbreaker. I can see this being Stallbreaker. But Nature's Madness is always just such a good play. I get off 50%, man. And Hoopa dies to Volcarona. Volcarona is the way I can win this game. Very, very easily. Psyshock. I can see Psyshock, Gunk Shot. We're going to make the Greninja play. It's very aggressive, but I could really... You would bring this in if you had Psychic or Psyshock or Gunk Shot. I don't appreciate a Gunk Shot. I want to keep this alive because when I bring it in, I click Nature's Madness. I don't want to be Spec Psyshocked. Yeah, Gunk Shot. God, that did 10 million. We're double out to Beedrill here. Get some momentum if he wants to stay in too. Why the dude... Is that just Scarf? Alright, that's just Scarf. Holy crap. I didn't realize that was Scarf damage. Then again, Bandit would have made sense. It would have done 10 million. And then he crit me on top of that. No. Leonard should not come out. Feeny should come out. So I'm a U-turn here. Because Volcarona is my way of winning. I would love to get up rocks. I'm getting my rocks, man. I don't care if Feeny comes out. You're gonna defog immediately anyway. If Landers comes out, I'm hitting that man with HP Ice. Yeah, I don't think Landers was the other play there. But it worked out, obviously. But the great thing is because we're both running Volcarona, we're both gonna prioritize defogging. I'm just gonna HP Ice again. Yeah, because like basically I got the damage I needed on Landers to smack it. We're gonna go Beedrill here. Alright, so that's Scarf Hoopa. Scarf Hoopa's in range now, +1 Fiery Dance. What a good turn for me. And I can go just Mega Evolve and go right for knockoff. Though I do die to Rocky Helmet from Landers, that was such a great turn. I couldn't have asked for a better turn. I thought defog was happening, but Nature's Madness is fine. Your boy ate. So I'm not worried about Scarf Hoopa. Ooh, Mawile comes out. Smart. Play Rough should come out. I think Landers is still always the play. Though it could always pivot on Lele as well. I'm keeping Greninja alive because I don't want him clicking Psychic with his Lele. I'm gonna U-turn out to Lele. Into Landers, excuse me. Quiver, ETC. Oh, SD. Great. So live any hit and knock him out with Earthquake. I do live a +1. So I did not expect an SD at all. But we will definitely click Earthquake here. Don't care if Feeny comes out. I just need him to defog so I can start boosting my Volcarona. I wonder if my opponent realizes that. Which is why he's not getting rid of the rocks either. I'm also keeping Greninja alive because if Volcarona is low enough, I can knock it out with priority Water Shuriken. But yeah, it's not that I don't like Beedrill, guys. I think it's a great mon. But I think UU, probably in UU, a great mon in UU. I'm not a big fan of it right now. I mean, you can run Mawile and Beedrill right now in RU, because by usage, they'll be banned soon. But I just don't see it as I don't see it as like a mainstream OU mon. Like, why use this mon when I can use Pheromosa? Alright, so Mawile's gone. Great. This Pokemon is dead. I don't gotta worry about that powerful Sucker Punch later. Powerful, powerful Sucker Punch. If Feeny wants to come out... not Feeny. Feeny, yeah. That's what I was meant to say. If Feeny wants to come out, it can. Hoopa is in range after rocks on my Thunderbolt. Lele comes out. You have to click Moonblast here. I go out to Coco and click Thunderbolt. And then Electric Terrain Modest Thunderbolt should be able to knock you out. How much did Volt Switch do? Turn 1? That's Volt Switch in regular terrain. Yeah, 37. This will definitely knock him out. But Thunderbolt knocks out Lele. Thunderbolt also keeps his entire team at bay, so I can see him going Landorus here. I can definitely see him going Landorus here. Good. Smart, as you should. I think I'm gonna go for a game with Coco. So we're inside Beedrill. And just go Volcarona and Fiery Dance. Fiery Dance, knock out Landorus. Get rid of his answer to my ground types. And if you want to go out into your own Volcarona, which is definitely a good play, I think Fire Blast knocks me out. Fiery Blast. I think Fire Blast knocks me out. I'll Fiery Dance that to put it in range of the Water Shuriken. And then I'll win with Scarf Coco in the back. Everything is in range of Thunderbolt now. If you go out into Tapu Fini, I don't agree with that play, because I'll Quiver Dance up, get enough speed, and then I can just Giga Drain around and win, because both Lele and Hoopa are in range. Hoopa comes out. We're gonna Roost here because this is Scarf damage. I mean, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, let's just knock it out. Let me just knock it out. I'm not gonna mess around with this threat. If I'm able to, I'm gonna knock it out. Dunk shot. Okay. So we're gonna be able to knock it out with the Fiery Dance. There you go. Mon is dead. Tapu Lele is gonna come out. I'm gonna Roost just in case you go for any attack that's not that was like not Moonblast or something. Do I lose to Volcarona? No. No, because I clicked Thunderbolt here. I don't allow anything to come in. Feeny's gonna come out and defog away. Because Volcarona can't come out. Volcarona will die. Yeah, so Feeny's gonna come out and defog. But I click Thunderbolt here. Ah, I did not want to crit him. I wanted to actually have to outplay to win. But I can just 2 KO Volcarona with Thunderbolt. That doesn't matter because I'm Modest Scarf. Basically, I would have Thunderbolted. That would not have died. I go hard Greninja, sack that, and click Thunderbolt twice and win. But then he didn't have to Quiver Dance. Yeah. Game. Sorry about that crit, bro. But it also turns out he was offensive Volcarona since he didn't see leftovers, so could have saved the Water Shuriken in the back. But in any case, guys, I do want to know your thoughts on Beedrill. I know I stressed how I think Pheromosa does outclass it, and I'm really serious. I do feel that Pheromosa, at least in OU right now, outclasses Beedrill, especially because Pheromosa can actually touch Pokemon like Landorus, which are so common, and also severely threaten something like Metagross with Specs Focus Blast, or even Life Orb by Jump Kick. But again, I do want to know your thoughts. But that's going to be it. So, goodbye, friends.